This is part 2 of this just absolutely fantastic dungeon that Nick and I love so much.
We're going to be more positive on this commentary. Maybe. Probably not.
God, I hate this dungeon. No, not to just, all kidding aside, right off the bat, I hate the fact that no matter how far ahead you get of this hand in the previous room...
Sorry, I want to say something real quick. I love how you dropped that soul right behind like a chest. Like, how'd you even pull that off? It was there's a little tiny area, and you jump and just drop it right in that tiny area.
I thought it was a great place to store it.
Go ahead.
No, what I was starting to say there, it's like, I hate the fact no matter how far you get ahead of this hand by stunning it and getting through the puzzles in the room, he's always going to reappear right behind you.
Yeah, like if you get way ahead of him, it should take him longer to get through there. Now that would probably be harder to program for the developers or whatever.
Of course.
Still, screw them. Nice. I mean, it's not like it's hard, and especially if you use your hook shot. I mean, you can stun enough, but
yeah. I just hate this whole feeling, and you kind of hit on this a little bit in the first part. Of
a slow panic.
The slow panic. It's like, we hate being rushed in general in Zelda games.
Although we always have our foot on the gas. At the same time, we hate being rushed, but we always play pedal to the metal.
We like to run recklessly at our own pace.
Yes, that's actually a good way of explaining it right there.
That's the best way I can explain
recklessness at our own pace.
Yeah, not when there's... We like to be reckless because we're stupid, not because something's chasing us.
Well, also, like, the music, I mean, I actually do like that music that they have for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of does add to the panic, which... I mean, kind of stinks, but at the same time, I do like the element of it being there.
It's a good touch. It's like the Jaws music, you know, when Jaws is creeping up on your boat.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of adrenaline rush it gives you.
Yeah. And I didn't like the fact that we're going right back through the same rooms that we've already gone through.
Yeah, well, we never like backtracking, but you backtrack in every Zelda dungeon, it feels like.
You do. It's like just going through the same rooms, like, it's obviously different puzzles because you're going in reverse order and you've got the soul now in your hand. But it's just, I don't know.
You know what? One thing also is we've always been afraid of shadows, like from coming down from the ceiling or whatever. Like since, like, I guess it'd be A Link to the Past. Yeah, was where it started with the shadow and the hand coming down from
the floor masters or wall masters.
I don't know. I think it's the wall masters. It's one of those two.
That sounds right.
That come from the ceiling. I think it's the wall masters, but I'm not positive. But I mean, like. Yeah, since Link to the Past, we've been afraid of that hand shadow coming down on us.
Now, I will say, I guess this is a little better than A Link to the Past, where if you got caught by the hand, it took you all the way back to the start of the dungeon.
Yeah, well, what happens right here, I actually don't know.
If it'll grab the soul and start going backwards, like back towards where
then you can hit the hook shot, right?
You can hit it with the hook shot and get it
drop
back.
it. Now, one thing I do like now, one of the very few things I like is actually that like black fog waterfall right there.
Yeah,
that actually kind of did look pretty cool.
And we'll actually see that in like an even bigger version of it out front of the palace.
After we get the two souls, and then we go to like I guess you could call like the main area, the main chamber,
the middle area. Yeah, we'll see a much bigger version of that. And you're right, it's a cool little effect. I agree with you on that. One of the few cool little effects.
It's nice to have a couple in here.
Yeah. Now, another kind of a pain of being in this room is you see how this floor is sloped downwards? When if an enemy hits you and you drop your soul,
it rolls all the way down. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point.
I made that mistake once or twice that I don't think made it into the...
you cut it out? Okay.
But, or it may not have been in the
Thank God for video editing.
Yeah, but it's just a pain on that slanted floor. If you set that thing down or get hit by an enemy, it just starts rolling and then the hand's getting closer.
Yeah.
You talk about the moment of adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. And you there's no harder hook shot to aim than the one that's coming down right towards that soul. And it's almost got it. And your hands are shaking.
Yeah. His fingers are moving in the air like he's anticipating.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's just a rough moment.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Now, I do kind of like at least how, like, when you put the soul back, or like when you walk the soul by that Twilight person at the very front, like he changed back into a normal.
Okay, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Which one? The
one from the side that we just came out of.
Okay, I did not notice that.
Yeah, and I think Midna said something, but I wasn't reading.
Now here's a weird thing. Like, I don't think we mentioned this. I actually do like the kind of neon lights that are throughout this entire dungeon.
Yeah.
But this place looks like more technologically advanced.
Yeah.
Than like the other areas in this game. Like just like that neon light clear platform. We don't even have those today.
No. No, we do not. Plus, those neon lights kind of remind you of like Tower of the Gods.
Yes, good point. It really does.
From Wind Waker. Which was a dungeon we did really love. So it's nice to have something that makes you think of something good.
Yeah. It's very like in this really, really dark place. I mean, it's something that just a little bit of a contrast that just makes it kind of nice.
It does. It keeps it from being just a total drab, gray.
And I do love like the blue color that they use on those platforms.
Yeah,
it just goes well with the purple and black. Surprisingly, actually.
I know, right? Ugh. I don't know. I feel weird. We're talking about things we like about.
Yeah, and we've been doing it for like a minute.
I know.
I don't feel comfortable anymore.
No.
God, let's go back. Let's go back to. Yes, I'm starting to have withdrawals of not liking this dungeon.
Yeah, so we've actually found a few things that are enjoyable,
and they're done.
Yeah,
we only got 5 more parts after this to go.
At least they're short.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
But no, I mean it is good. Like any dungeon in Zelda, you're gonna find something you like. I mean, there's always gonna be
definitely.
something. Like,
but we usually don't find this many things that we dislike in a dungeon.
I know.
Unless it's like the water temple, or maybe if we're doing the water temple.
Yeah. Well, at least you can laugh at me missing the platform.
Like,
I wasn't even close. I don't think that was embarrassing. I will admit to that. That was not my finest moment.
See, I was a quarterback in high school, and you gotta know the lead. You gotta read your target right there. No, I couldn't do it, but I knew the concept of doing it. And I think, I couldn't do it then, but I think it could have applied right there.
And
I thought you were going to do it again, right there.
Plus, if you lower yourself too far, the platform will hit you and knock you off as well.
Okay, that's a good point.
So, but
you barely missed it, but it was funny.
You can just watch your shadow and see, and I didn't.
You about missed it right there, dude.
I about fall off this ledge swinging my sword once or twice too.
Yeah, well, that's a hard. Yeah, but you hang on though. That's a hard enemy to fight right there on moving platforms. I mean, like, that should have been a good swing.
It should have been. And then he blasts me right in the tush. With He's like, I'm going to make you.
He has no sympathy for you whatsoever.
No, none whatsoever. And
he's probably drooling. When he saw you fall down and your back was turning to him, he probably just started drooling. Oh, here's a good shot. I'm going to get this guy.
And I don't know why I tried to swing my sword and deflect that thing. This isn't Phantom Ganon we're fighting. But yeah.
My God, how many times would I miss that was the case? I hate those light bulbs things.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, for some reason I thought, I'm going to hit this with my sword and send it back at him. Mm-hmm. And I just get blasted by it.
This enemy was really too easy this far in the game, to be honest with you.
He was.
I mean, he just stands there basically. He like shoots some orbs at you, I guess you would call him, and then that's all he does.
Although on the flip side, I'll give him credit. He hit me 3 or 4 times.
Well, yeah, but that one time he fell off the ledge or whatever.
That was
platform.
Pretty much entirely my own stupidity in the making. Now this kind of frustrates me a little bit. There are a few instances of this in this dungeon where you open these treasure chests and you get rupees, but we're already nearly full capacity.
That's the one bad thing about Twilight Princess. There's too many instances where like you couldn't put rupees in your wallet. There was just too many rupees.
And then they stay on your mini map, which is an unopened chest.
It shows there's a chest,
Which just gets really
annoying. You just need a bigger wallet, really.
Yeah. But now that we're back to talking about things we hate, this is going to wrap up part 2 of the Palace of Twilight.